Yep. We'll take everything. This does everything. Everything I need it to do. Including 160 miles an hour. You go right here, that goes to the zoo, Lillafüred Zoo. Look, that's old over there, isn't it? Look. So we've exited Miskolc now. Now this is now we're on the Bükk Mountains Park. This is we're going to the Bükk Mountains now. The deeper you go, this is where all your bears are. Your bears are and everything. And wolves, this is where the bears all come from when they come into Miskolc town centre. You have to be very, very careful, because some cars come driving down here pretty fast and the roads are quite tight. Restaurants, pubs. Let's see, a few people are parked up because obviously a lot of walkers and hikers and cyclists, they all come here. Look, it's a chard, that's a restaurant. I'm hungry, I am. Look at it up there, isn't it beautiful? And what I want to do here is the dogs, but I'd like to actually go for a proper walk into the wilderness. Now this is where we're going to start climbing now. Bleeding potholes and I think it's time to put the camera on the roof, do you? for the car. Got some parts up. This is a absolutely beautiful area, beautiful roads. It's superb for the car. Az öyle Hectares. Let him see. Lovely artwork there. So the stats on this car are 330 horsepower and 700 Newton meters, which you feel all the time. Mile per gallon motorway, you can get around, it's in its early 40s. Even when driving, like I've just been driving, it's averaging. Let's have a look. I'm on 29.1 at the minute, but I've been towing the car a little bit. But I don't need anything else. This car does everything. I mean, you got to think of the size of it. We're talking nearly 2-ton car, 695 litre boot. We've got a 695 litre boot, 5 people. Got a panoramic sunroof with blind. I've got all these safety features on the car, lane guidance. It's got everything. Heated and heated front seats and rear seats. It's got so much. Harman Kardon sound system. Paddle shifts. If you want a driver enthusiast. If you want to put it in the manual. There isn't really anything I would actually need. I mean, I've owned this car, we're on 2021 now, coming up to 2022 soon. I've owned this car since 2013, 2014, then sort of September 2013. We're 3 years old. Absolutely been a superb car. Been faultless. The hybrid turbo, when I tuned the car, there was nothing up with the turbo previous. I mean, I took a complete good turbo off the car, and then they put, obviously what they do is it's an exchange. But no, there's nothing been anything up with the car. It has its regular serviced. I have the diff oil changed. I've had the gearbox oil changed due to mileage. I mean, we're on 180,000 miles nearly. Been faultless. England to Hungary, 2.5 tanks, 1,350 mile, 80 litre tank. And I was naughty the other day in Germany. I did 160 mile an hour 3 times. It was absolutely effortless. It's not slow, it's never been a slow car on the motorway, so it really can get a romp on. But I would say from 120 mile an hour, it seems to just sort of quieten down, and you just floor the throttle. Next minute you're doing 140, 150, and then it's just off the clock, 160 mile an hour. And it's with ease. It's not like you're waiting for a long time. You just keep your foot buried, and it's there pretty quick. I mean, I know cars, some of the fast cars now, they're all limited at 155 mile an hour. I mean, this has been delimited. It hasn't got no restrictions on it. Lillafüred, this is a Bükk Mountains. I mean, this what you see here, but the road I'm on, I mean, it does go. I'm on my way back down now, but I didn't carry on going. I'm actually low on fuel. I've got about 40 miles. I'm actually low on fuel. I didn't think I was going to use, the fuel. I don't like running my tank low, so I'll be filling it up. But it's a brilliant car, brilliant, absolutely superb. I mean, I would like to change my cars specifically for my YouTubing. I mean, I do my YouTube videos. They're about Hungary, they're about my cars, they're about my dogs, they're about my houses, they're about everything what I do. About my illness, the problems. But I'm a car enthusiast. I always have been. doesn't take a hold of my life now like when in my younger days. It doesn't do that with me no more. I have priorities. I'm not a child anymore. I'm 51 years of age. Doesn't mean that cars will always be in my blood. But this car is absolutely it's just superb. It's a good all-rounder for everything. You know, I've got the, you know, it's the full sport AMG kit. It's got the 9-inch AMG, 18-inch. It runs on 18-inch rims. This does. It's got the 18-inch, 9-inch wide rims on the back with 265s, and the front I'm running the 18s again, but on 245s. So the front's running 245s 45 B18. The rears are running 265 35s B18s. I'm running on the car at the minute Goodyear Eagle F1s. They seem to be a good compromise, to be honest with you, with the wet weather and the dry weather. I specifically got these tyres mainly for rain. I didn't really concentrate on the winter. On the winter months, I go for the rain when I've been driving on the motorways. When we obviously have rain in summer, or well, not here, but in England. I mean, it's just, the torque is just ridiculous. Absolutely unreal torque on the car. I don't really like these roads. I mean, you've got to be careful on them. I mean, I'm just in sports mode. I'm not using no manual. I'm not using no manual gear shift. I'm just using it in sports. Comfort, I mean, to be honest, even when I did 160, a lot of the time I'm driving in comfort mode. I like the idea of it pulling off in second gear, whereas in well, we're back down towards the bottom now. So I'm not making this video into a Lillafüred video, Taurus. It's a nice place, but I would rather just come here. I'd rather just come here and actually do a proper video Lillafüred. There's a lake down there. There's the lake. Bit of a driving video for you. I'm actually hungry now. Absolutely gorgeous day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, that's the problem. Have to be so careful of cyclists. Lovely area for hiking and walking. I mean, there's some absolutely lovely places. I mean, if you're into nature and you know anything like that, absolutely the Bükk Mountains. You see, where I was heading there, I am going to do another video, but the video won't be a car one. This was specifically aimed at my car today, driving one. But I am going to go to the Nemzeti Park. But proper go for a bit of a walk, get my proper walking boots on. Got some new ones, by the way. I bought them in England. I got them from the proper hiking shop. Specifically got them for winter here and everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video in the old rolling coal. About ready for something to eat now. So take care. I know you're going to miss me. Why do we get these motorcyclists in front? They just seem to just dawdle. tell you something now. I've got a vest on. I'm actually sweating. Lovely day. I'm still in the car. Not even got home yet. Need antibiotics. Before I left the house, the guy across the road, he wanted to come with me. They just don't understand. He says he's a pisshead, and he wanted to have a lift to Miskolc. So first of all, I says to him, well, I've got to go to Ocean. I only needed milk. I just got a few little bits and bobs and stuff. And then he says, oh well, I'll come to Ocean with you, and then I'll get to Miskolc. Obviously he wants a lift. And then I says to him, no, I've got to go and do a video. I've got to go and do some videos. And he went, like what videos? I said, I always do videos. And I don't like really telling people like what I do. I like to keep my business to myself. And I just couldn't get rid of him. I couldn't. 1,001 questions. It's just difficult with some people because they don't seem to really understand. You see what it is. I know what he wanted. You know, I know what he wanted. He wanted alcohol. That's what he wanted off me. He wanted. I mean, I've gave him like. But yeah, I probably gave him about 40 beers over the last few weeks. Now, at the end of the day, I'm paying for it, right? It's not the fact that I've got loads of money to just go and chuck around, because really I haven't. I mean, the way you have to look at it, you know, a sensible way to look at it is what you pay for, okay, let's say 24 beers is 4,500 foreign, so end of the day, that's going to buy meat, milk, whatever, bread, whatever. It's going to buy all your little bits and bobs. And sometimes, because I'm me, I sometimes forget about all that. I admit that. And it's not really the right attitude to have, really. So I can't see the light up top, so I'm having to look at that light. Stupid the way they set these lights out. Alright, can go, don't you cross the road. Anyway, so I sort of told him, and he went, well, I could get in the car, and I went, yeah, but I like to talk on my videos, and I hate having to go into all this, you know. People don't understand, and I don't really like my neighbours knowing what I do and what I don't do. So I had to just tell him straight. I said, oh, I do videos of Hungary, and I didn't mention anything to do with YouTube. I mean, I don't tell. Loads of people don't even know. I mean, if everybody knew what I do, Mesochart, they'd all be looking at my videos. I'd have hundreds of thousands looking at my videos. Well, of the thousands what live in Mesochart. But I don't do that. I mean, of course I want people to watch my videos, but I don't. Nothing to do with being embarrassed. I just don't want people here to different. It's a different kind of thing here. It's difficult to explain because I'm English. It's because I'm British. This is the problem. So I'm on my way back home now. But I mean, what time is it now? It's 20 to 4 in the afternoon. I've just seen down here about 10 Mercedes have just passed me. They must have been to like one of these like, there's like roadshow things. 4x4 saloons, S classes, E classes, C classes. I enjoyed that drive in Lillafüred just now, well, earlier on. You can actually laugh. I put the action camera on top of me. I've got my sunroof open, my pan roof open, and I had the camera on the way back. Obviously, you know that I put the video on going forward, and it's the first time I've actually used my action camera on the outside of my car. I was like sticking it to the surface, bear in mind I didn't really clean the rubber that well, and there's a lot of bumpy roads and stuff. Anyway, I got back into Mishkos and I still had it on my roof and it was still recording, and I just come up to these traffic lights near the town centre, just put the brakes on, not hard, and this camera come flying through the sunroof and landed on the chair. So let's just say that I'm very lucky that I weren't driving, it went the other way, off onto the road and got run over. But even if it didn't get run over, it's still a palaver that I've got to stop. But more than likely, it would have been it. So lucky it just landed straight back in the car. So a lesson learned that the rubber needs cleaning properly. And probably with the cold conditions as well, a little bit cooler, because where I've been it's been quite cool. I mean, it's nice weather. What temperature is it now? Right, what temperature is it? 22 degrees. Tisn't too bad. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Still nice for October, I suppose. Fucking hell, I hate it when they've been... Anyway, I cleaned all the car up. Obviously the car needs a good detail on the outside. I'll have to do a bit of a video, but I won't try and drag it out, because obviously I want to polish the bodywork. Might even get my machine on the go for you. Get my machine polisher on. But I'll be glad when I move from here, and it is all proper confirmed, by the way, regarding the house. That's all confirmed now. At the end of this month, at the beginning, the company where I'm buying the fencing from, the guy there now, I told you, does like mobile caravan things, which is a new thing here. They're starting to catch on now here a little bit. This guy, I don't know, he just seems to have done me a really good deal. So it's better than any of them. A few £1,000s more than what the others. I'd say the others were quoting me about twice as much, but about 20 grand, over £20,000 some were quoting me, because what they were saying was that when they put the ARFA on, which is the VAT, then they were saying the ONYOG, which is the materials like cement and whatever else, to obviously for the concrete to put in the fencing, in the holes and everything. They bumped the price right up. But this guy seems to have got a good deal. There's about 3 or 4 of them going to do the job, and they said it'd be done at the beginning of November. So that's one good thing. That means theoretically the dogs can go to the other house. The only other problem is I've still got them builders who I went to see in Budapest the other day, who's originally from Mezzachar. He's popping to the house to speak to my girlfriend on the weekend. I think personally, it's going to be expensive, because a lot of the work they do in Budapest. So I think he's going to be expensive, and I think I'm going to end up going back to one of the original ones. But obviously the chicken house, what I said, I'm going to do that myself in my spare time as I go along, because once I'm at the house I can do things. The problem is with me, I can't do things because I'm stuck here with the dogs. I'm a bit trapped. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get him to do the veranda and do all the rooms, get the kitchen walls, everything like that, the small bathroom done off the kitchen, get him to do all that. Then I will do things as a bit of a hobby as I go along, and obviously I'm doing all the painting and everything. So once I'm at the house and the dogs are in their area, I can concentrate doing all my videos on my dogs, in the field, do the house, and everything's going to be sorted. So I'm pleased. A lot of money. I never thought, maybe I didn't realise with how long the fencing is, with it being in the field and the type of fencing I need. Maybe I didn't really look into it, that how much the cost wise was going to be. but yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. It's one of the things, isn't it? It's an important thing. I've got the dogs, and I've got a lot of land, and I'm putting fence in there, which the land is going to be a garden as well. It's not just going to be that field. It won't look nothing like that eventually. Once I do it in sections and get the grass seed down and block it off so the dogs don't go into certain areas, because I was going to put a fence in the centre with another gate on, and I'm not going to bother now, because I've got 2 sections in the front of the front garden as well, which I can use for the two dogs in the house, 2 dogs at the front, the parents, and then I've got the 5 dogs at the back, so they can have their main field. But yeah, once I start doing it and I get the ground all level, and I start putting grass seed down, get one section done, then another section. I've obviously got the dogs have got the dog house, the big chicken houses as well, animal houses, but obviously I've got to transport all the dog kennels to the property as well. Everything's really got to be, a lot of stuff's got to be transported. To be honest, I'll have to get a lorry. Let's just see how it all goes, how it all pans out. I mean, the neighbour the other day, I don't know whether he tried to piss me off or just tried to be an idiot. He told me from one of the other small little towns there, where I went to a cash point before I went there. He says, why I've been here, he says a guy's been going round on a bicycle, a gypsy has been going round on a bicycle, checking gardens. I mean, they're thieving bastards. I'm not going to deny it. So I just swear, definitely got to get a swear box in this car. But I suppose that's me in it. So I'm a bit at the minute. Whilst I'm here, I'm stressed because I can't be there. I mean, I know what I do. In fact, I check quite anybody thieving off me. I can't stand thieves. But it was quite strange because when I was at the house the other day, a police car drove past. Slow, so obviously there has been something happened, and that neighbour isn't winding me up. So, I mean, I've got windows to put in. I mean, you see, a lot of the quotes what I've had off these builders as well. You know, they're quoting me for windows and things. I'm going to get all the windows. I don't want charging double. They must think, right? People must think from here that we must think we're stupid in England. Honestly, they must think we're really, really stupid. They really must think we're stupid. Do they honestly think that I'm going to go and pay double and I'm just going to... You see, I know what they're like. I know what they're doing. They're just chucking money on it and just saying, hey, he'll pay it. Look at the car he drives. He's got that R-Series from England and blah, 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 blah. It's always the same questions. What job do you do? What job did you do? It's like, because it's a real big problem because they don't earn any of the money what we earn. I mean, you know, I do say to them here, I say to them, you know, you get like the ones that went the other day, you know, they say things like their asses. Look, end of the day, right, they're not going to be anywhere near the price of what they are in England. I mean, I've told you before, you people, right, you could come to a country like this, sell your ass on. Now, I don't know what your circumstances, how much you owe to the bank or whatever else. I'm just going to give you a scenario, right? It's not just Hungary. You've got Romania. I mean, I won't go to Romania, but I'm not saying there's anything bad about Romania. Don't get mixed up with Romania. That Romania, right? Just because it has gypsies, and the Romanian gypsies are bad, but Romanians are not normal. Romanians are not gypsy. This is another problem, right? So Romanians are Romanians, and obviously a lot of Hungarians are in Romania, but the Romanian gypsies, yeah, the bad ones, they are bad, but Romania is not all gypsy. But you know, there's a lot of people gone to Bulgaria, you know, you got Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary. You know, if you can, you know, if you can cope, and it's going to be difficult for a straight up British person to learn the language. I mean, Hungry's the worst out of the lot of them. I've told you this, you don't have to look on the internet, I'm not bullshitting you, Hungry's a very, very difficult language. But if you've got a lot of money in your little pot of your ass, you don't have to go and live in the countryside or where. I love the countryside in Hungary. I don't want to be in the town centre. I've got my car, I can drive, and where I bought this house I'm 50 minutes from Budapest. I'm about 40 minutes from the Balaton, Lake Balaton. I've got all the major cities. I've got all the major Page, Sexard, because the county I'm in Tolna. This is bullshit in Tolna. When I say I'm in Sexard, but it's only like 10 kilometres away, and like you've got Pox as well. Because I've had to go, I can't go right into a centre because I need field. I'm in a little village, which you see, a little village town. But I'm sort of surrounded by major cities. I mean, it's closer. Well, it's for me to drive from here to Miskolc, like 20 minutes. I can get to all the major cities dead easy. So that's why I like it where I am. And Tolna's a beautiful, beautiful county. You know, it's a wine region, big expensive wine region. Lovely land, lovely view, you're near everything. You know, you're not even far from Croatia. That's why I love it. So I'm only 70 miles from Croatia border. The other house I looked at, the other house I was actually having, that was more or less near the Croatian border. There's been about 5 houses I've been to look at. Different areas around, you know, all down the same sort of area. So yeah, lovely area. Like all the field, the farm. It's a farmhouse. It's all sand and soil. And I'm obviously going to be doing a natural big pond in the back garden for the dogs as well, for wildlife, for the storks, hopefully I'll probably attract ducks and everything. Certain animals obviously won't be able to go well, probably only little animals, because I'll be fencing it off. But I've got to do that because I can't have the dogs seeing deers, stags, wild boars. They'll be chasing them down to kill them. Because it's really, well, once you start going here, even here, it's all wild. It's all wild here. It's all wild countryside. So you know, they're like pack animals. They're just like wolves. They're going to hunt them down. So this is why I've got to be sensible. So anyway, I'll get this. Stones are flying all over the place. Look at that, didn't hit my car. I'll get this video up tonight for the weekend as well. Might do it tomorrow because I've already got my car cleaning one up. It's not a big competition. I mean, of course I want you to also, this is what I do, this is my job, I do this. You got to understand this. I'm ill, I can't drive lorries anymore, I can't do any of that anymore, I'm ill. You know, when I say I'm ill, I'm not like, yes, I've got a lorry licence. What I'm saying to you is that, of course, it's not good for somebody like, you know, I'll admit that, somebody with my condition and how I lose my temper and the way my brain thinks. Of course, you know, I admit this. A lot of people won't say it, you see, won't admit to it. They'll just carry on doing the job, and they shouldn't be. I've been stressed in the lorry. I told you this. I've been stressed in the lorry, and it's absolutely, you know, you can easily have to make one mistake by not concentrating because your head is so full of shit and you're stressed out. This is how accidents happen. That's why I always, you don't get me really now, but in fact you don't. I don't go into a car or anything now when I'm completely stressed out or wound up. I don't even get like that now, but I'm just saying it's not an healthy thing to be doing. You shouldn't do it. You're playing with dice, things like that. I mean, that's anybody who's had problems with their husbands, wives, or work colleagues, or whatever, and you're frustrated, or you've got shit going on in your life. You know, don't be just jumping in your car and think, yeah, you're just going to go and drive and need some fresh air. Want some fresh air? Get out of the way. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. Go on a push bike. But even on a push bike, be careful of traffic. But don't be jumping in your car early. Go for a walk. You know, it's the same for everybody. You know, it's not good for your head. Anyway, I'm in Mezzachart now. So, time nearly 4 o'clock, 5 to 4. Makes me laugh like a cyclist who's just gone through the zebra crossing. A cyclist, you know, the police don't do nothing. I mean, they should stop. It's fucking backward, this country, I tell you. Really is crazy. What time? Oh, they're all just finishing school. Anyway, it's a bit of a boring conversation on the way home, isn't it, for you? You're only there to keep me company. So, anyway, it's Friday. Hope you all have a nice weekend. All hope you haven't had a shit Friday at work. Some of you will be working tomorrow, but you'll be done for 4:30. So I'll see you all later. Bye bye.